Long before the calamity-scarred Exandria, the distant continent of Vellora thrived across the seas. It was a place where the veil between planes grew thin, where portals to realms of fire, shadow, and starlight stood open beneath the sky. Great peoples rose and fell there, their lives intertwined with the powers that flowed freely from beyond the world. But when the calamity raged and threatened to unravel all creation, the gods intervened. To prevent the chaos of the plains from consuming Exandria, they cast a great shroud over Vellora, a wall of storms and fog, woven with divine magic. Cut off from the rest of the world, its people endured in isolation, guarding what remained of the ancient gateways. Legends say the Veil was both a prison and a shield, keeping the secrets of the land hidden and safe. For centuries, sailors spoke only of shattered ships and lost fleets, swallowed whole when they sought to cross the storm-racked seas. Few returned, and those who did told tales of strange lights on the horizon and voices carried on the wind. Vellora became a myth, a warning whispered in taverns and mapped only in the margins of old charts. Now, the veil has begun to thin. Ships that once broke upon endless storms have found safe passage. The Dwendalian Empire has planted its banners on these distant shores, eager to claim its riches and unlock its secrets. But beyond the foothold of civilization lie wild frontiers, ancient guardians, untamed creatures, and powers older than history itself. And at the edge of this frontier lies Stonecross, a rugged coastal settlement perched upon cliffs battered by endless waves. Born from shipwrecks and hardened by storms, it is a place of iron wills and weary eyes, where settlers, smugglers, and dreamers gather to carve out new lives. This is Stonecross. And this is the Veil. Born beneath the emerald canopy of the Whispering Grove, Thalarin Salori grew in harmony with the ancient woods. His family were guardians of the glade, where every rustle of leaf was said to carry the wisdom of the forest spirits. When he came of age, Thalarin was guided to the Jade Temple, a monastery carved into living stone, wrapped in ivy and moss. There he learned stillness and motion, breath and spirit, until his strikes flowed like drifting leaves upon the wind. But peace does not last forever. The Whispering Grove is fading, its oldest trees dying under a creeping shadow. The monks whisper of balance faltering, of the land itself growing restless. The winds carried him a vision, storm-battered cliffs, crimson banners, and a settlement born of shipwrecks and storms. Stonecross. Guided by duty and by the whispers of the forest, Thalarin set his path to the coast. His journey was one of silence. Slipping through forests unseen, avoiding dangers with patience and grace. Few ever noticed the quiet figure who walked where the leaves stirred, listening always to the whispers of the wind. Now, wherever the wind stirs leaves across forgotten roads, Thalarin walks. Calm yet unyielding, seeking to guard the balance of his homeland, and to face the trials that await beyond the veil. Sergeant Halric Dern strode across the garrison yard, the salt wind tugging at the faded green of his surcoat. His battered shield caught a glint of the afternoon sun as he raised his voice above the crash of waves. "Men, the new boat's come in on the southern pier," he called, his dark hazel eye sweeping the assembled soldiers. "We're heading down together, no stragglers. Keep your wits about you, last month's arrivals brought more than fish and trade goods. I want every deckhand and passenger accounted for before the tide turns." With a curt nod he adjusted the strap of his shield and started toward the cliff path, the squad falling in behind him as the gulls wheeled and cried over Stonecross's rugged shore. The squad's boots thudded on the damp planks as they reached the pier. Salt spray hissed against the weathered wood while sailors heaved ropes and crates from the rocking vessel. Halric stepped forward, the chainmail across his shoulders catching the late-day light. He exchanged a quick word with the ship's quartermaster, then turned to his men. "Check every manifest," he ordered, voice low but carrying over the creak of timbers. "Make sure the right hands claim these crates. Stonecross can't afford any surprises tonight." As the soldiers spread out, Halric's gaze swept the gathering of passengers stepping off the gangplank. Most were weary fishermen and traders, but two figures at the end of the line stood apart, cloaked and still. His brow furrowed. "Well now," he rumbled, taking a measured step closer, "you two look interesting, Who are you?